Well, I have to say that I'm very happy with how we competed on the weekend at Notre Dame, and especially after how we came out on Tuesday night and how everybody was feeling after our home opener. It was definitely probably one of our poorest matches of the year, but just really happy with the way our kids responded. Notre Dame was three very good teams that were all three very different, and I thought our kids did not only a great job of adjusting to the different types of teams that they were going up against, but also worked really hard to get better at some things on our side. And I'll just talk about a couple of those things. We continue to improve our blocking. In order to have our defensive system working, our blocking has needed to be better, and I thought we did a great job of executing responsibilities for the most part against three very different teams, so it was really good to see the advancement in our blockers up front. Our backcourt, again, made some great plays defensively, but the biggest addition to that is we were actually able to better the ball and get ourselves in position to take some really good attacks out of defense, and that is something that we've really been struggling with. But we've had some people really step up and take control of those situations. Our attackers are working really hard to get into positions to be able to fire their arm in not perfect situations. So very happy with those two things for sure. Offensively, just as a whole, I thought we did a much better job of controlling the errors. Still an area that we want to continue to be better at, but compared to the first few weeks, we definitely had a better weekend when it came to unforced errors. So very proud of that. I also thought it was an extremely team effort. I thought everybody took ownership, took responsibility for making us better this weekend. And whether they were on the court or not, everybody took a hand in it. We did have three players named to the all-tournament team. Kayla Hainline had a great weekend. She really showed the type of middle blocker that she really has potential to be a high-level middle blocker, and she really showed that this weekend. She hit at a very high percentage. She executed her blocking very well, so proud of her. Erica and Lindsay, two of our pin hitters, also named to the all-tournament team, and they both led in kills this weekend. Erica also led our team in digs, and then Lindsay really had, I call it, coming out weekend. She was just so aggressive compared to what she's been the last few weekends. Against Notre Dame, she had 17 kills and no errors, which I think is the biggest part for her because she's been one of those kids that has really had a lot of unforced errors in our early part of our season. So to go through an entire match, a four-game match, and not have any errors on her part was huge. So she hit at a 586. So great performances by those three, but I know that they will tell you it was definitely a team effort on everybody's part this weekend. So very proud of the effort. Coming into this weekend, we have a lot going on. First of all, and most importantly, it is our conference opener. And this year, the conference race is going to be crazy. We have a lot of teams that have gone out and really scheduled tough and have done really well. We bring Loyola and Bradley to town, like Colin said. Loyola on Friday night is a team that last year, I think it was either our last or second to last match of our conference season at home, and they took us to 5 games. I think it was 15-13 in the 5th, and they returned everybody from that team. So obviously a very good Loyola team. They're 4-5 on the season, but they have scheduled tough. Some of their losses are to Arizona, Northwestern, Cal State Northridge. So they've scheduled a tough schedule. They have a good win over Virginia, so definitely need to be prepared for Loyola. And then we turn around and play Bradley, who, if you look at their match record, they haven't won a match this season, but unfortunately I think that can be very deceiving. They have been in every match. There's very few matches where they have gone 3-0 and lost. They have a very young team. They're not starting any seniors, and I think 3 freshmen maybe and a sophomore are in their starting lineup. So I think for the most part, the inconsistency is probably what's happening with their team right now. So I look at them at being a very dangerous team. And it's conference play, and I know everybody's ready to go and wanting to make that conference tournament and being one of the top 6 teams. So looking forward to getting video. This is the time of year where we will have a lot of video on the opponents that we're playing, so we'll get an opportunity to scout 4 or 5 videos on each team. So we'll get a chance to start doing that this afternoon. A couple other things going on for us. Obviously, it's homecoming this weekend, and so we're really excited to be able to be a part of those events. We're not always home on homecoming, which is weird to say, but we're not. But the last few years, we have been able to be a part of that. So we're looking forward to that. On Friday night, we have our childhood cancer awareness match, which is very close to our heart. We have an honorary player, Ellie Smiley, who has had cancer is in remission, but so this event is very close to our hearts. So we're asking everybody that is coming out on Friday night to please wear yellow or gold. That's the color for childhood cancer, and please come out and support that event. We'll have some activities going on, but looking forward to that. And then the last thing is, besides homecoming going on, we do have our 40th year reunion, 40 years of UNI Volleyball, which is crazy. But we're very excited to be hosting a lot of alumni that are going to be able to come back and help us celebrate that event. We do have a lot of activities going on, mostly on Saturday, but a little bit on Friday as well. So those of you that have been around the program for a long time will see a lot of familiar faces. But for me, you know, the biggest part of our UNI Volleyball program has been the people over the years. So this is going to be pretty special for our staff to be able to have so many people come back and celebrate UNI Volleyball. So don't be afraid to go up and talk to them. I mean, they're really looking forward to it. I know we have some events that will just include the alumni, but they know as well as I do that the fans are a big part of our tradition over the years, so they want to be involved with you guys as well. So looking forward to a very busy but exciting week ahead. Any questions?